Welcome to another installment of Magic After Dark. We are joined by our co-host Nekusar. Nekusar, how you doing, man? You doing all right? Hey, how was your flag football game the other night? Wait, what did you say? You want to see the world burn one card draw at a time? Well, you know what? Me too, buddy. Let's do this. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Magic After Dark. We have Brago as the guest on tonight's show. Hopefully we can kind of outrace him. Let's go and lead off with the Crumbling Necropolis. I like that. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. We are playing Nekusar. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player draws an additional card. Then whenever an opponent draws a card, Nekusar deals 1 damage to that player. Let's go ahead and get down the... I guess we can go for the Watery Grave if we want to. Do we want to shock it in? Put us online for 2 mana. Yeah, let's go and shock in Watery Grave. We might be able to catch something, counter something, and then we get that card draw. Hopefully we'll be able to kind of get the extra land drop going. If not, then we can go for Kami next turn, and then kind of go from there. Get that card draw flowing, though. Temple of the False God. It's a suspect land drop. Hopefully our opponent kind of gets some more stuff going. Yeah, with that play, let's go and go for Kami. And then we're going to get down the Sunken Hollow, put that into play tapped, and then go and pass the turn. So, with Kami on the battlefield, at the beginning of each player's draw step, that player's going to draw an additional card. So, we can get down Kami. Hopefully, we'll draw into another land. What we can do is get down Horn of Greed, and then we can start making our land drops off, getting some extra card draws off our land drops. Draw into Shadow of the Grave, okay. And then Swan Song. Let's go ahead and get down... If we go for Chromatic Lantern, then we'll be online for Nekusar the next turn. Let's go and go for Chromatic Lantern. I like that. It still leaves up Swan Song to kind of counter any sort of enchantment, instant, or sorcery. They're going to get themselves a nice little bird token for their troubles, but we can still go and swing in for one with Kami. Every point of damage matters on this one. So, and then if we do hit the land drop, then we'll be online to get down Nekusar and kind of have some nice little Magic After Dark. He's the star of the show. We got to get him going. Let's go and swing in for 1. Coming in hot. Put him down to 28. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. So, now, one of the things that we're missing in our hand as far as Nekusar is concerned is we don't have any sort of protection for Nekusar. That's one thing you usually do want to have. But, you know, we do have Arcane Denial and Swan Song to kind of catch anything that our opponent wants to go for. Then if they do go for Brago, we still have Dreadbore in the hand to kind of take care of them. So, we'll be okay. So we get as far as the land drop goes, though. If we do get the land drop, we're definitely going to go ahead and get down Nekusar. Temple of the False God, okay, and then draw into Island. Let's go and get the Island down. I think we're okay with Nekusar on this one. I like it. Get down Nekusar. That's going to be, let's go red, black, blue, and then white. Why not? Get down white. Anything else? Let's go and swing in for 1 with Kami. Put him down to 27, and then pass it over our opponent. So let's see if they did not use any sort of 1 mana removal at the end of our turn, so I feel pretty confident that they don't have anything like Swords or Path in their hand to take care of Nekusar. So that feels pretty good. And then after that, we can kind of hopefully stabilize a little bit with some of our... let's go and yield to these. Always yield. Always yield. There we go. Alright, should put them down to 24. There we go. And then as far as their land drop for the turn, if they do hit the land, they're going to be able to get down Brago. They have a ton of stuff in the hand now. So we can at least get down. We'll be online for Temple of the False God next turn. Oblivion Ring. Okay, got it. Oblivion Ring on Nekusar. We're still going to be able to recast it, though, if we want to. Alright, take care of that. And the thing is, they did not hit their Temple of the False God land drop. It's not online just yet, so they're going to discard some cards. Get rid of Terminus and Wormcoil Engine. Get the Archmage. Yeah, we're doing okay on this. I like that. Draw to Thran Dynamo and Temple of the False God. Let's go and get down Temple of the False God. It's our only land drop for the turn. Let's go and go Thran Dynamo. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Do we want to put anything on top with Personal Tutor? Let's go and get the Parasite down. I think I like that. And then let's go and get down the... we probably should sequence this a little bit differently before we made the land drop. But we'll go and get down the Horn of Greed. So, we're online for Arcane Denial. We're also online for Swan Song to kind of stop anything. We do have about a 24-turn clock established with Kami, so that'll be pretty nice. And especially with the Parasite on the battlefield, kind of double that, so 12-turn clock. If you're keeping score at home, anything else, now we're going to go pass the turn. So, we have some nice mana developed now. We can simply recast Nekusar next turn off the Thran Dynamo, Chromatic Lantern. We have a land drop to make off the Horn of Greed, hopefully. And then we do have an answer for getting down Brago on the battlefield as far as bouncing creatures and getting some more stuff going from there. Now with the Parasite on the battlefield, whenever opponent draws a card, as long as we have Nekusar on the battlefield, that'll be an additional damage that they're going to be taking. So really all we need to draw into is some sort of wheel style effect, and then we can kind of go from there. They do have 2 mana up, so we should be able to kind of push past any sort of answer they have for Dreadbore. So I like that. Let's see what we draw into. A nice little match so far. Getting rid of a lot of good cards. It's always when you play Nekusar, man. That's what I always love Howling Mine style effects. When I first started playing Magic, man, I'd put Howling Mine into any sort of deck that I play because I love drawing cards, and so it's just always fun to get that going. All right, drawn to Bloodstained Mire. Let's go ahead and let's get the Bloodstained Mire down. I'm gonna get a card draw. Draw a card. Drawn to Waste Not. So as far as Nekusar is concerned, that's going to be 7 total mana. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll be online for that. Let's go and tap out for that. Let's go and crack the Bloodstained Mire. Let's grab another red source just in case something does happen to the Chromatic Lantern. Let's grab the Badlands. No, we can go ahead and grab a Volcanic Island on this one. So let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go blue, red, and then black. Get down Nekusar. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go and go for Dreadbore on this one. I think I like that. We're going to go Dreadbore on Brago. We just want to keep him off the battlefield. Destroy target creature, Planeswalker. And then if they do have a counterspell, we're going to be online for Personal Tutor, or if we're going to go for Arcane Denial to kind of get a little bit more card draw. We may end up going for that, actually. Momentary Blink. Now, let's go ahead and go for Arcane Denial on that one. Tap for blue. There we go. And then tap. I thought I clicked on. There we go. Arcane Denial. So that's going to stick. Exile Brago. Brago go back to the command zone. Excuse me. Anything else? Let's go and swing in for that nice little that clock coming in. And then they're going to get a card draw at the beginning of the next upkeep. We will too. They're going to get 2. We'll get 1. That'll be nice. 2 cards coming across with Nekusar and the Parasite. Anything else? Now we're going to go past the turn. So as far as next turn is concerned, let's go ahead and get those on there. Always yield, and then always yield to that. And we draw into a mountain, and they get 2 cards for the turn. So, oh, beautiful. Love the triggers, man. Always feels really good. Let's go and right-click yield. Get those triggers on the stack. Let's go and always yield to the Parasite. Yes, we're going to use that ability. And that's the fun thing about it. If our opponent does get any sort of planeswalkers out there, with Nekusar, it's almost like Nekusar gives them some sort of some sort of wither style effect in that we can slowly kind of wither away at planeswalkers too with that damage. We can redirect it over to our opponent. 1 more damage, puts them down to 15. Alright, go and kick it over to our opponent. Now, as far as what we have in the hand, we do have commit, so we can put target spell or non-land permanent a second from the top. So if they do get Nekusar on the battlefield, what we can do is go for commit, put Brago second from the top, and then that'll be an answer for that. We might have enough mana to go for the memory on the back end. Each player shuffles their library and then draws 7 cards. So we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 total mana. Ooh, Unhallowed Burial. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll put Kami, Parasite, and then Nekusar should go back to the command zone. Okay, back to the command zone. And then they're sitting at 13. So we'll see what we're going to go for. We could potentially go for Waste Not. We can go for the instant speed, and then we'll have sorcery on the back end to kind of get rid of it. Drawn to Sulphur Falls. Let's go and get the Sulphur Falls down. So if we're going to draw an additional card off that. Let's get Nekusar pop back up. Drawn to Forbid. So as far as Nekusar is concerned, that's going to be 9 total mana. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That still leaves up Swan Song and then Forbid. Yeah, let's go and go for Nekusar. So let's go ahead. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. That's the main thing. You just want to get Nekusar on the battlefield. Keep that card draw going. And let's tap out for some nice little Grixis colors. Tap out for black on this one. And then tap on the Sunken Hollow. Okay, there we go. So we're online for Swan Song. We're also online for Forbid. Counter target spell. Let's go and go Forbid. Discard 2 cards. We'll do buyback on that one. Let's go double blue. And let's go and get rid of the mountain, and we'll go and get rid of Shadow of the Grave right now. Shadow of the Grave is in here just, you know, if we wheel into another sort of wheel effect, we can bring those cards back. It's just kind of one of those, it's like kind of win more style card, but if you get it online, it's really nice. So hopefully we can kind of keep Nekusar on the battlefield this turn. We have enough mana to get it down. At least we'll get this card draw going, get that damage going. It's going to put him down to about 11 off the Nekusar triggers. So I'll take that. But Nekusar's a lot of fun. If you're thinking about building Nekusar, go for it. One thing you do need to do is keep in mind that keep in mind your play group. I played Nekusar against one of my paper buddies one time, and it was just we played it, and then it was very quickly just, hey man, you want to change it to another deck? And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine with me. So make sure you take into account your play group. If not, Nekusar's a lot of fun. Nekusar's a little janky sometimes. Sometimes you get really nice wins. So if you're a fan of playing a really fun mechanical deck where it's just fun to kind of do a lot of stuff like we're doing right now, go for it. You're not going to win every single game playing with Nekusar, but it's definitely worth it at the end of the day. Going for Ugin. Alright, so they're going to go for the -5 on that to get rid of Nekusar. They can go for that. If they do go for -5, it's going to put it down to 2. We can recast Nekusar, and then we'll be able to get down 2 damage, and then get down Nekusar, and then get that 2 damage redirected over there. And we'll still be online for Swan Song to kind of stop something from coming across. So, Battle of the Nekusar. Send it back into the send it back to the command zone 100 times. Let's go with Temple of Malice. We'll get a card draw off that one. Let's go ahead and stack the Horn of Greed trigger on there first. We'll get the Scry going, see if it's something we want. Insidious Will. Yeah, I think I do like that. Let's go and put that on top. Draw another card. Let's go and go for Nekusar. That's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then we've got Grixis Colors again. This is fun. Love it. Hopefully Nekusar does stick around this time. Alright, get it down. Once again, that's going to be a card draw during the turn. They'll draw an additional card, and that damage we can redirect over to get Ugin and hit him off the battlefield, because we don't need Ugin out here. He's not that good of a guest. He's pretty rowdy sometimes. Tears up the green room. Alright, get the card draw going. Deals 1 damage to target player. Place our abilities on the stack, draw an additional card. Let's go and redirect that damage over to Ugin. Yes, indeed, we will. Draw an additional card. Redirect to Ugin. Yes. Hey, Ugin, thanks for being on the show. Certainly appreciate it, buddy. All right. Now, our opponent does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 total mana with the land drop that they just made. We do have Swan Song as any sort of last-minute protection against an instant sorcery or enchantment. So if they're going for anything to get rid of Nekusar, hopefully we can get this to stick. The only unfortunate thing is we may have to go for a commit to memory. We have to cast Commit first, and then we can go for the memory end. We have enough mana to go for it, and then that'll put them at 7, and then the card draw next turn will put them in a spot to where hopefully they'll lose to a few Nekusar triggers. Alright, getting on Chromatic Lantern. We're okay with that. Let's get Brago pop back up. Get down Wall of Omens. Okay, we're okay with that. And right now we're just going to hold on to Swan Song. I think we're okay with that at this point right now. Put them down to 8. So now, if they draw another card somehow or something else happens, if we draw into any sort of wheel effect too, we'll be online to getting rid of a bunch of stuff, and then we can kind of sequence, hopefully kind of close it out with some nice little commander damage. See if they're tapping out for. Well, maybe they were. But yeah, this is what makes Nexus so fun. He's been sent back to the command zone 100 times, but you're drawing so many cards that you keep finding answers, and it's always good. It's funny giving your opponent extra card draw. You're trying to outrace them quicker than they can beat you, so it's always fun if you can utilize that. All right, so our opponent's at 8. We are online for commit to memory. We can put the resonator back on top of their library. Let's see what we draw into though. Draw to Underground River. Draw an additional card. We're at least going to get a card draw off that. Let's go to get the command tower down. Okay, I think let's double check on mana. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, and then we have 14 total mana. So we should be online for commit to memory, swing in for 2 with Nekusar. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go commit on Wall of Omens. That would kind of clear the way for us. Let's go 1, 2, 3 in blue. Let's go commit. We're going to put it second from the top. They have 3 total mana left right now. So even if they do have a counter spell, we can at least go for Swan Song. It's going to kind of complicate us going a little bit. Counter target spell, Scry 1. Okay. Now we have commit coming out of the graveyard. I think it was 6 total mana. So if we go for Swan Song, look at a creature. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll still be online for 4 bid. Yeah, let's go and go for that. Let's go 4 bid. Counter target spell. It's going to be double blue. So we're going to put that down second from the top. Let's go for the Aftermath. We're going to pay 6. That's going to be 1, 2, blue. And tap for 1 more off the Chromatic Lantern. And that still leaves up Swan Song. It's going to be 1 damage up top. We're going to be swinging for 2. Alright, opponent scoops it up. Yep, we had 2 coming across and the 7 coming across with the Commit to Memory triggers on the stack. Our opponent scoops it up and we do close it out. So, alright everybody, if you enjoyed this episode of Magic After Dark, like and subscribe. Thanks, bye.